Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Saxlingham. Just in the lorry on my way to the field at the moment because we've got a combining job currently going on our own field of soybeans that we're doing. We just started it off last episode, got the combine over there and got it working on courseplay. So that is currently still working now. It's just on the first lap of the headlands though, it's not done much so far, so we've got the whole field to do pretty much today. So I'm just on my way to go and unload that in a minute when we get there. And also I've got another helper going on the courseplay doing the cultivating contract on field 44, which we also just started at the end of last episode. That is currently on 42% completion, so that shouldn't take too long to do. It's a pretty big cultivator that's working, so shouldn't take too long to finish that, and then we'll get a bit more money and a bit more field discount when we complete that. So yeah, we're almost at the field now, just turning left here. The only problem is if you accidentally right click your mouse you get the courseplay menu popping up sometimes, which is a bit annoying, but yeah, I'll try and avoid doing that. Didn't mean to click it then, but yeah, it's just one of those things. I was looking with the mouse and my finger just caught the right hand button. Anyway, yes, here we are at the field. So we've got the header trailer there, which I just took off so that we could put the header on last episode, and the combine is somewhere in this field on its way round. It's still on its first lap. Just coming down this side now by the looks of it. I'm not sure how full it is. Hopefully it'll get to the end before it gets full. I think it will do, because soybeans aren't amazingly high yielding and it is a pretty big combine tank, so I will check it to make sure. Yeah, 64% we're fine. Yeah, it'll get to the end, no problem. I think it's doing 2 laps. Yeah, I can see on the mini-map there it's got 2 lines around the headland, so it should go around again so I can get it unloading on its second lap once it gets to the end. And then I'll just show you the other contract that's going on while we wait. Yeah, this is the other helper doing the cultivating in this field, field 44, so this is also on courseplay. It's a bit slow, but it's quite a wide working width, so it shouldn't hopefully take too long to do that. I may get it going on another job when it's finished this way, depending on how things are going really. I might get it to go to another field, or I might just complete the job. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, back to the combine, so it's nearly there, so I'll get this unloaded on its way round the other side where the lorry is now. So I'll do that on time-lapse. I'll continue working on time-lapse now for a bit, and speak to you again later on. Right, that's 2 contracts, and I decided to do a quick spraying contract just to keep me busy while the combine was working. But let's go back to that now. I think the combine must be nearly full. 77%, yeah, perfect timing. So I will go and unload that down, and then also look at the other contract, because the other cultivating contract just finished as well at almost exactly the same time. So that will either need to be moved to another field if there is one, or I will complete that and collect the money. I think I'll be collecting the money from the spraying contract though, because that one, I think it was the only one available, so I don't think there's any more jobs for that sprayer. Unfortunately it didn't have the spot spray on it, so it was using quite a lot of herbicide. There's not a lot left in the tank, so I don't think I'll bother keeping that. It's a long drive back to the yard from that field, so yeah, I think I'll just lose that little tiny bit. It's not too much. But anyway, yeah, that'll be in a second when I've finished unloading the combine, which is worked out really well because it's about to be full. It's not too far off being full. So, and it's coming down the right side of the field now to get it unloaded. So things are all working rather well at the moment, unusually. Perfect timing. So yeah, just the lights have just come on to say that it's over 80% full, so that's worked out really well. Let's get this unloaded. It won't be enough to fill the trailer, I don't think so. In fact, I think we might even get the whole field in this trailer. It's not a massive field, and the yield is, or the amount that you get off a soybean crop is not a huge amount compared with wheat. So yeah, I think it should all go in one load, just about. Might be a bit close, it might not quite all go in, but I think it will, just about. If there is some left in the combine, I can always take the combine back as well, because well, this is the only field in this area anyway that we've got, so the combine will have to go back towards the yard anyway. There is one more field to do, which is the sunflower field, but that's not quite ready yet. That'll be ready in November. Anyway, that's yeah, it is 80% full actually. Probably looking at it again, it probably won't all quite go in. But I don't really want to be coming back again. So what I'll do, I'll try and fill it to 100%, and then whatever's left over probably should all go in the combine, which I'll then take to the sunflower field, and then we can unload it from there. So it's not quite as far for me to come back again with the lorry. Right, okay. Looking at contracts again, so there are a few more cultivating contracts. I wonder if it's worth doing one. Some of them are quite a big job though. Which one are we in? We're in currently field 44. Okay, so 52 I think has got a job in it. So we've got 37. That is a big job. I don't think we'll be doing that one. That's a bit too big. But that one should work out pretty well. 52. So let's accept that. Yeah. Oh, okay. We have to complete the cultivate. Oh, right. Right. We already did one. We did 40 and then 44, didn't we? I forgot about that. Well, I can complete the spraying job. That's 22,600. There we go. That will allow me to then take out one more cultivating contract in field 52. We'll accept that. And then I'll drive the cultivator, there it is, to that field now. Which is in which direction? Where are we now? We're facing that way, so we need to come back towards the road and then go down the road to field 52. Okay, so yeah, I will time-lapse getting to the field, because this is a very slow machine. It only does 15 miles an hour flat out, so this is a bit slow. So I'll do a time-lapse of getting to that field, getting it set up on course play and getting that going, by which time hopefully the combine will be nearly full again, and I'll get that unloaded again. Then probably take that to the yard to be tipped for storage until the June time when we sell it, and then take the lorry back to the sunflower field, where I'll then take the combine to unload it, if it all fits in. It depends on whether it all fits in or not, but hopefully it will. Okay, so slight miscalculation. There was not enough space in the combine's tank to finish the field, but only just. It was a bit annoying that. It was just a bit, not quite big enough. But yeah, we've got the field done now anyway, so that's good. The combine, or the helper is still going on this field. It's doing pretty well actually. It shouldn't take too much longer. It's about half finished. So yeah, the combine, this header needs to be taken off now, and this actually can go back to the main yard. But the combine is still needed because the combine has one more field to do, the sunflower field, which is not ready yet, but it will be soon, next month, hopefully. So what I'll do, I think, I don't want to take the combine all the way back to the yard, but what I'll do is I'll go to the sunflower field and then get a Unimog to pick up the header trailer from there, and then take that back to the yard, and then keep the combine in the sunflower field ready to go in the next month. So, just to get this turned around, which is probably easier said than done, is there a gap there? I think there's a gateway in there. If I can go that way and spin it around, this is not going to be easy. Okay, yeah, it's tipping the trailer over, which is not a good thing. Not sure whether it's even going to be doable. I think it should be. Yeah, it's okay, just don't want to turn too tight, that's the only issue, which I am doing. Because that's what seems to tip the trailer over. Well, it's certainly going to a funny angle, but it's doing it. I'm nearly there. Just go straight back at that. And then, yeah, we can get out, and I'll go back to the sunflower field first of all. I might leave, well, I'll just leave this header trailer wherever I can before I turn off the let's just check the map here. Okay, the sunflower field is field 11. I'm quite a long way from that here. So what I'll do is I'll probably just go to the end of the road, where this road comes out onto the main road. Field 9, next to field 9. And leave the trailer there, and then take the combine to the corn header in field 11 and get that ready to go in November, and then I'll get a Unimog and pick up this header here and take this one back to the main yard. I think that's probably the best thing, because there's no point taking this header to the sunflower field. It wouldn't be of much use in there. So yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let's do a bit of first person view in the combine. I've noticed my vehicles are getting quite dirty as well, so maybe we should get a pressure washer and get them washed, because yeah, using it this time of year, October, is going to get a bit wet and muddy in the fields. So yeah, I can see the mud is starting to get in, so probably need to give these a bit of a wash down as well. The lorry and trailer is very dirty, so I'll probably look at cleaning that today. Not much point cleaning the combine until it's finished though, in November when it's done the last field, so I'll keep that one in the field for now. But yeah, have I got a pressure washer? I'll probably have to buy one, I think. I don't think I own one. So I'll get this back to the field and then look at sorting out something to clean the vehicles with, I think. There we go, nice and clean. And I do like the new effects that they've put on as well, where the water droplets all show up, so you can tell it's just been washed. It's all wet. You know, it looks really good. That you can actually see the drops of water from the pressure washer on the vehicles, which I think is really nice. I know that's not a brand new feature; it's been around, I think, since the start of FS25. But yeah, not often I wash vehicles with a pressure washer, so it's nice to see that effect on the vehicles. Anyway, I've noticed I have got another field to spray. Actually, I'll just go and show you that. Field 2, I think, needs spraying for weeds. I seem to remember. The centre part of it does anyway. Yeah, we did field 8, but we haven't done field 2. So yes, I have the sprayer over here, so I'll go and put that on again, and we will go and spray that field. And by the time we've done that, in fact very soon, the cultivating job will be finished and we can collect all 3 of those jobs, and that'll be a nice little bit of money coming in for those, which will help go towards the raisin production, which is the thing we need to keep raisins in production. Obviously we've got the greenhouse producing grapes now, but we don't have anything to turn the grapes into raisins at the moment, so that is the next big purchase. Right, so yeah, I'll get to the sprayer, get that on, and we'll go and spray that field. There we go, so that is all of the work done in that field, and we're just ready to go with the last harvest next time. This is the last bit to harvest in November. All the other fields that I own are harvested, apart from obviously these 2 are already growing for next year. But yeah, the rest of them all need to be planted and help us finish the cultivating. So I'll just show you the field. There we go, all completed. So I will now collect that job, or all 3 of them, because we've got 3 jobs actually that have been completed. In total, quite a bit of money there. So let's start with that one, and obviously the next one, and the last one. There we go. So what we've got in the bank now, £176,000. That's not bad at all for 3 cultivating jobs. Really pleased with that. So yeah, the next thing we need to buy is the raisin production, or the grape processing plant, which is quite expensive. Yeah, let's go to the factories. Although I think you might be able to get a cheaper one, possibly as a mod, because yeah, the base game one is very, very expensive. If I can find it, it's the grape processing factory. I think it's £240,000. There it is. Yeah, that is kind of a crazy amount of money, really. Although we're not that far off now, but yeah, it is so expensive. And also, yeah, the other thing is, I may need to buy another plot of land to build it on, because my production area that I currently own, wherever that is, I'll try and find it. Let's turn around here. Where are we? There it is. Yes, it is quite a big building. It's not a huge building, but it is quite big, and it will not fit really in that area very easily at all. So I think really I'm going to have to buy another plot, which will be probably this one, to build it on, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, that's going to be an additional amount of money. How much is that plot to purchase? Let's have a quick look. Even with a discount, it'll be quite a lot. 232,000. Wow. Okay. And that one is 1 million. Yeah. Although we do get a discount, of course. Yeah, we do have a discount. Not on that one though. but on that one we do. We get an £82,000 discount on plot 87, which is, let's quickly go there and have a look. So yeah, this is the one we already own. There is a plot through here. This one here. A bit more out of the way, I suppose, but it's not directly opposite like this one is. But we don't get a discount on this one, so that's not very good. It's a real shame I can't fit that quite in here. Probably if I'd placed my buildings a little bit different, I might have been able to get it in as well. I think, well, I don't know, it's difficult to say really, but yeah, a bit of an annoying size, that building. If it had been a little bit smaller, it would have fitted. But yeah, it doesn't as it stands at the moment. But look what I've just spotted. I've just moved this pallet into the intake area. But we actually have our first pallet of cereal that's been produced. That's nice to see. So yeah, I think you can kind of recognise the brands. Obviously they're not the real brand names, but yeah, they give you an idea of what they're supposed to be. So yeah, that is my first pallet of cereal. I hope it sells for a lot, because it certainly costs a lot to get it, that's for sure. And we're not even done yet. We need another 240,000 for that and for the plot of land. But like I say, I will try and remember to look at the mods and see if there is a cheaper one available. I don't want to do it too cheap. I try not to cheat too much. I know this greenhouse turned out to be quite quick. I probably went for the wrong one there. There was one that was slow and one that was fast. I wasn't sure how slow the slow one would be, so I went with the fast one, but obviously that is very fast. It does produce grapes very quickly. So yeah, I don't want to do anything too cheaty, but I want to just get a little bit cheaper one. Maybe even if it was a bit slower, I'm not too bothered really. Don't really want to be spending £240,000 on a production when I've spent all this money already. But I'll have a look to see what there is. If there is a good one, I'll try and get it. There might not be, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, we're going to leave it there for today. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.